Hi everyone, this is the second of four recorded virtual workshops by Ferment. I assume you all have watched the first and second episodes, the Introduction to Virtual Workshop and the Aeronautical Engineering Workshop. If you haven't watched them, I would recommend you do. So this workshop is about biomedical engineering. Now I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ru Jie, and I'm a master student in biomedical engineering at the University of Glasgow. I'm the general board member of FEMENG, so my job is to help support other members, and I'm involved in the FEMENG website. Like most types of engineering, biomedical engineering involves design, testing, and adaptation processes. If something doesn't work, then they come up with a solution to the problem. Biomedical engineers work to develop techniques and solutions to the medical problems. This could be developing machinery that is used in hospitals or prosthetics to help people directly. And this could be prosthetic arms, hands, legs. So onto the materials you will need for this workshop: colored paper, pens, scissors, jelly beans or card twigs, skewers. If you are not comfortable with scissors, please ask an adult at home to help you. If you don't have this equipment, please pause the video and collect them. If you have any questions for myself or any of the other mentors, please write them down and you can email us using Ferment email. So we can discuss them at the Zoom call on the Friday after the last video.
Hello, everybody. I'm Natalia. I'm fourth-year biomedical engineering student at the University of Glasgow. I'm also a general board member of Female Engineering Society, and today I'm gonna guide you through a really cool workshop in which we will learn a bit about DNA and the importance of engineers in this field. Here, there's a link to the original activity where we got the idea from, so you can take a look at that. So if you're ready, just grab your materials and we're going to start.
So we're building today your own DNA. That it's basically a code that it's stored inside your body, inside your cells. The small things that made you, and usually it stores information for them to let them know how you are supposed to look. So basically, this is the information of some of our physical characteristics, and it's basically the genetic information of each individual, and it's stored inside the cell. But this time we're going to do it with some gum drops, and at the end, if you have some left, you can eat them. And well, let's see how it goes. So first, let's check our materials. You will need some gums. You will also need the PDF that we sent you with the video, some color pen, a piece of paper where you can write, and toothpicks. So the first step will be cut the gums if they are too big. Like the ones that I bought are large, so that one, for example, is large and we need to cut it to make it smaller. DNA is made out of 4 different bases: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. But today we're not going to complicate ourselves with weird names. So let's just use the letters A, T, C, and G. In the PDF that we sent you, each of those letters are represented by a color, and those are the colors that we're going to use for our gumdrops. Each color represents a different base. These 4 bases are repeated in different orders over and over again in each strand of DNA. The order in which the bases are arranged is very important. It forms a code that tells the cell how to make certain things, like physical characteristics. In the PDF that we sent you, there are 2 columns, phenotype and genotype. So the genotype simply represents the order in which the bases are arranged to represent a physical characteristic. In this case, I'm writing my own physical characteristics in the bases code. My nose is wrong. Now, each base on one strand is joined to a base on the other strand. But they have a condition. The T can only join with an A, and the G can only join with a C. So that's how we know how the other part of the DNA will look like. I just wrote each of them in front of the correct one and then use the other gumdrops just to put them in front of them. Now, in order to put them together, we will use the toothpicks. So just join the T with the A, the G with the C, and all of them in pairs. Remember to be careful because you can pinch a finger with those or ask for help if you need it. And remember to buy a soft gum that will make it easier for you to build it. After we're done, we will use the toothpicks to join 3 of them. So remember, each physical characteristic is represented by 3 of them. So my brown eyes are represented by a T and 2 G's. So if we join them, each of those, it's like a physical characteristic. Remember to be careful here also because it can hurt if you pinch a finger with those. Finally, we're going to join them all together to get our DNA complete. So if you just twist it, you have your own DNA. So what does this has to do with biomedical engineering? So basically, some biomedical engineers study the DNA, the sequence, the code to learn more about some of what we call hereditary disorders that can affect some people and also how to treat them. This can be, for example, color blindness. So they also develop like technologies to make gene therapy that it's basically manipulating or replacing the DNA that it's damaged, and maybe if you repair it, you can make the people like healthier. And yeah, that's basically our workshop for today. Next week you will have civil engineering workshop, so remember to have with you 5 pieces of paper, sellotape, 2 tins of canned food, and some string or wool that you have around. Well, thank you. Bye.